Hello and welcome to Macho Talks with Olivia. I'm here with my awesome guest Jake. He's a good friend of mine. We are gonna be reacting to Everything's Gonna Be All White official trailer with Showtime. So, cheers, and let's get on with the video.
I think what annoys me most about white people is when they pretend like they're the victim.
What annoys me most about black people is whenever they pretend to be the victim. See how that sounds? Yeah. And so then she points, so they cut to this woman that was calling the cops on those kids that had a lemonade stand. Yeah, everybody knows she's an idiot. Everybody knows she's pretending to be the victim. Now, I'm going to say, what annoys me most about black people is whenever they pretend to be the victim. Here's my example of a black person pretending to be a victim.
What's also annoying is when they, when they kill us.
That's her. That's my example.
What's also annoying is when they kill us.
I'm assuming she's talking about cops that kill black people, like white cops that kill black people.
Which is
what's a bigger problem? Is it white cops that are killing black people, or is it black people that are killing black people? You guys don't say a word whenever there's black people that are killing each other. You guys just march on the streets with your faces on your t-shirts. Not trying to disrespect, but there's no outrage. There's no outrage whenever they're killing each other in the streets. I hear it almost every night. I've seen the drive-bys by my house. I've heard the gunshots. I hear it all the time, and I'm in a pretty ghetto area of, I'm not going to say where we live, but I don't live in the best neighborhood, and I hear it all the time. I don't ever see anybody marching in the streets for it. I don't see you guys ever marching. I've never seen you march anywhere. I've watched a lot of news. I've watched a lot of protests. I've never seen you anywhere, first of all.
right.
Second of all, where are the protests whenever black people are killing black people in droves in the streets? You don't ever see it.
It's fragile about whiteness when everything has been constructed around it.
Okay, so they cut to two homeless black people like there's never been a homeless white person. And then they cut to the American flag to say that it's America's fault that the black people are homeless.
And it's white people's fault that black people are homeless.
Have you...
Again,
did any of those people ever talk...
Do
those people talk to those homeless people? Do they know why they're homeless? They're probably not even homeless. They probably just smoke crack or something. That's the majority of the homeless people around here. They're not even homeless. They just like to go smoke crack and sleep in the streets. But yeah, there's white homeless people too, in case you didn't know.
Every part of who I am has been distorted or criminalized.
And there's more of them too.
Part of who I am has been distorted or criminalized.
Let's start sore. The pro-Hamas, pro-Palestinian woman.
Antisemite.
First of all, that's an oxymoron if you ever heard one. Second of all, she's white. Why do you guys want to give a voice to a white person about this? Because this show's just all about, it's just all white guilt. That's all this is. This show's all white guilt.
No, that's exactly what this is. They want white people to watch this and feel bad for all the ways that they're oppressing black people.
Well, it ain't working. I don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad either.
Here's the thing,
I'm not doing any of this. They're doing it to themselves.
Most of the black people that watch this too, they don't agree with any of this. They don't think that white people are oppressing them. They don't think that the cause of their downfall is the white man. Majority of black people do not think this. This is all just self-hating whites and a very small percentage of far left activists that are black that want to blame their failures in life on somebody else.
That's all it is.
Lies.
It's really just a bunch of white lies.
See, it's another self-hating white person. It's another self-hating white person. That's
right.
That's all this is. It's sad. It's pretty pathetic.
We're storming the Capitol! You're not patriots. You're ridiculous.
Okay. What? Okay, hold on.
January 6th.
January 6th. Yes, there was white people at January 6th. Yes, there's white people that fly the American flag and that are patriots. Not every white person that is flying an American flag or that voted for Trump. Watch, I guarantee they're about to show Trump.
You're ridiculous.
First of all, she's not even funny. I don't even know why she's in here. That's
I don't know.
I don't even know her name. She just makes stupid, not funny jokes, and she just complains. Like, I don't even know why she's famous.
Ridiculous.
one of the definitions of America.
How many? Okay. All right.
First of all, let's go back.
All right, yeah. Go back.
Right here.
What?
Pride? I have never seen that flag in my life.
What is that?
That is probably the most uncommon group of people that actually believe in white supremacy and all that. Like, I've never seen that. Have you ever seen that in your life?
I've never seen that. I guess that's a Confederate flag. I don't know.
It looks a little different, yeah.
I don't know what it is, but all these people... You guys are saying that these people are the problem in America. These are the people that post on Reddit all day. Like, they don't ever leave their bedroom.
Right.
And you're saying that this is white America? This is not me. This is not any of my family members. This is none of my friends.
This does not represent...
This does not represent any white person.
It's like really ridiculous. Like, I've never seen these flags in my life.
God, look at this little incel dude right here. Just that stupid little beard. Can't even grow a beard. That guy can grow a real beard. I don't even know. He doesn't look like he's supposed to be there. She does not look like she's supposed to be there either. He just looks like a nerd. He looks like he's pissed off because he can't get a girl. I don't even know those other two. But that's... They are not going to do a thing to hinder...
They have zero power in our society.
There's no power. They're not going to do anything. They're going to march on the streets. Some of them are going to wave torches. And they're going to say mean things. Other than that, they're not going to do anything. First of all, there's like 3 people maybe that still fly Confederate flags.
Right.
And most of those people just think, oh, it's like a Southern pride thing. Like, they don't think
of it as an anti-black flag.
No, they don't.
I don't think. I mean, I know it's like so controversial to like.
Granted, you have the small percentage of people that fly a Confederate flag that say, oh, the war's about states' rights.
Yeah.
Because secretly they just didn't like black people or whatever. But that's like 3 people. That's like 3 people,
So
literally.
tiny.
Nobody does that.
They're inflating the population that actually thinks like that.
And pause it right here. Of course, they're going to attribute all of this to Trump.
Of course. No,
Not
of course.
every white person voted for Trump. 59% of Democrats did not vote for Trump. And 59% of Democrats, you know what I'm trying to say. 59% of Democrats are white, and they did not vote for Trump. So you're going to look at 59% of your own party. Let's be honest. Everybody that's in this is a Democrat. They're all registered Democrats.
100%.
They all just look at... They just lumped every white person... Whether they voted for Trump or didn't, just say, you voted for Trump, you voted for this guy that's a symbol of racism, of hatred, whatever they say. Mm-hmm. How can you just lump everybody in? Not everybody liked him.
Most people did not
He's been gone.
him.
It's 2022. He's been gone for 2 years, I think.
They can't stop talking about him.
I'll be honest, I voted for him. He's not here anymore. I don't really care about him anymore. I really don't care. Like, it was kind of funny sometimes, which that's a video for another day. But nobody cares about him anymore. He didn't have... Yeah, I'm sure
he's just the dartboard.
No, I gotta replay that because I missed what she said. I was too busy.
No, it's really important. Yeah, let's play it back what she said.
The definitions of American whiteness is ignorance.
She's making a racist statement by saying all white people are ignorant.
That's pretty ignorant.
She said all black people are ignorant.
It's pretty ignorant.
That's an ignorant thing to say. Because no, like...
Whose grandma is this?
I don't know who this woman is.
She wants to call... I'm actually not going to go down the road. This is going to get demonetized if I say that.
Yeah, just keep rolling.
White people, we are not your problem. You are.
Black people, we are not your problem. You are. You see how that sounds? And only one of those is true, by the way. Like I said earlier, you know, the whole killing each other in the streets. Yeah. That's your guys' problem that you guys need to fix, and that we have nothing to do with. You guys, 88% of blacks that are killed by other blacks. This is a fact. Fix it. You guys fix it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're going to fix your own problem, and then that's whenever you're going to start seeing things get fixed.
And we never said black people were our problem.
No.
I've never said that in my life.
Nobody.
We have no problem with y'all.
Nobody is a problem in my life. The only person that stops me from becoming better and that stops me from growing is me. Nobody else. It's not her. It's not my black neighbor. It's not my other black neighbor. It's not my other black neighbor. It's not my black friend. It's not my other black friend. It's not my other 50 black friends. It's me. And these people, it's all, they all have this inferiority complex. It's not all black people, but there's a good percentage of black people that could be doing so much better for themselves if they lost this inferiority complex where they think that because they're black and because we're white and America is dominated by white people and is built by white people for white people, that's the kind of thinking that keeps you in the same hole that you've been in for years, and you're never going to grow out of it. You're never going to grow. You're never going to get a better job. You're never going to you're making it everybody else's problem. You're making your problem everybody else's problem. It's your problem that you need to fix, not mine.
You are.
Should white people today feel any responsibility for slavery?
Slavery was over 300 years ago.
Why are they showing this?
That was 300 years ago.
We talked about this and our families never owned slaves.
Majority of white people in America, they don't have ancestors that own slaves.
Like, we're part of the melting pot. Majority of people that live here now are immigrants. From 2 years, it can go back further, but, my family never owned slaves. And even if they did, I have never owned a slave. So I'm not going to feel guilty for something I haven't done.
Look, I've probably got ancestors that have stolen a lot of things. I probably got ancestors that have done some bad things. Regardless of what they've done, I'm not going to do that. And just because they're my family doesn't mean that I'm going to do that. Mm-hmm. Like, I've got not uncles. I'm not going to say that because I love my uncles. I have some distant family members that have done some bad things. Just because they're my family doesn't mean I support it. Just because they're my family doesn't mean I support anything that they do or anything that they say. I disagree with majority of my family on a lot of things.
Yeah, be your own person.
People today feel any responsibility for slavery?
Hell yeah.
Why?
Why?
Why do I need to feel responsibility for that?
There's no reason why we should feel bad for something that other people have done.
300 years ago, by the way.
Just because of our skin color.
White Jesus or black Jesus?
Jesus was not white. Think of geography. Ain't no way Jesus walked around with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Who cares? Who cares?
Do they really actually care about Jesus, or do they just want everything to be black now? Because first of all, Jesus was a Jewish man. He was not from Africa. He wasn't black. He probably wasn't, European looking either, but you can't just come out here and say black Jesus, because he was not from Africa.
Why is Jesus? I've never understood why Jesus' race was so important. I honestly don't even think they don't care about Jesus. I think they're just trying to crap on white people. That's all this is.
Yeah.
But no, because I've paid attention to his word. I paid attention to his teachings. I pay attention to the golden rule. I love thy neighbor as if you love yourself. The stuff that everybody can follow and the rule that was made for everybody to follow. Jesus could look at my dog. Like, I don't care. I don't care what he looks like. He could have been bald. He could have been short. He could have been fat.
Yeah.
Who cares?
We're both Christians and we believe Jesus, he came here to save the world. And, we have the Bible and we use that.
Matcha because of that.
We use the Bible as a guide for our actions and our decisions. And, I think we're both very convicted Christians, and we don't see Jesus as a racial figure. We see him as a spiritual guide and, someone that we can live our lives by.
And most black people do that too. Most black people that go to church, that's how they look at Jesus. That's how they follow Christianity. It's a guide. It doesn't matter who the person was in a way it kind of does matter, but it more matters what they say and what they did. It doesn't matter what they looked like.
Right.
That's what we follow. That's what Christians follow. We don't follow what he looked like. There's blind Christians. There's people that are blind that are Christians. You think they care what Jesus looked like? They can't even see. Good Lord.
White culture fears the end of the world. For us as Native people, the end of the world already happened.
The end of the world happened because you guys wiped each other out before we came and fought a war against you guys. First of all. Second of all, yeah, we fought, not we. I have family members that were Indian. The Europeans that came over here and settled didn't just take away everything and say, this is mine now. They fought it for 300 years. 300 years of fighting, of wars,
right,
of killing. They didn't just come in here and take anything. And those were all the Indians that were left alive after all of the disease that came through, which the disease, regardless, was going to come through. Doesn't matter if the settlers that came here were coming here with open arms, wanting to hug and kiss everybody, or if they wanted to come in here and kill everybody. Most historians already agree that 90% of the Indians that died because of diseases. But it doesn't matter what they came here to do. They still brought diseases over here, and they died because of the diseases because they didn't have the immunity.
Yeah, they would have died.
Like Ebola. Let's take Ebola for example. Ebola was originated in South Africa. Somebody from South Africa somehow got it, then transmitted it to somebody else, and brought it here to America. How long ago was that? That was in 2015?
Yeah, like
something like
when
that.
I was in high school.
Something like that. But they brought it to, I think they flew into Texas, and whenever they came in contact with somebody, they didn't have the immunity because they never had that disease before. Like if it was like the common cold or the flu, yeah, people would have caught the flu or the cold, and so what? We all have the flu or the cold, but that's a virus that we've never had. So
our body wouldn't know how to react to that.
Yeah.
So we would have died.
Regardless, most of the American Indians that died because of disease. It wasn't because the white man came and wanted to slaughter all of them. Which that's I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole.
Multiple times.
Symbols and monuments, these are mementos of racism.
Bring that statue down. Put up a TCBY yogurt or something.
Put up a George Floyd statue, the guy that overdosed and put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach and robbed her. Yeah, everybody's going to get behind that.
Right.
The truth has to be told about history.
We have to make sure that these stories are told from our perspective.
They're acting like every person of color has the same exact point of view on these issues.
They don't. They don't at all.
And talking about retelling stuff, there are so many black moms, black dads that have come out to the school boards and said, no, like, I don't want my black child learning critical race theory. It teaches them that they're automatically inferior just because of their skin color and that they're never going to move up enough in society to the white man.
Tell the story of Ben Carson. Ben Carson was raised by a single mother in the ghetto, and his mom made him read a book a week or a book a day. She made him read a lot of books. She never once told Ben Carson that Ben Carson was a victim. She never told him that he will never get anywhere in life because of the white man. Look where he is now. He's the top surgeon in the United States. He's a black man that came from nothing, from a single mother, came from nothing.
Yeah. And he donated to tons of public schools, reading rooms where kids can go and read, and he donated tons of money so they can get even more books in these public schools for these kids to keep learning. A lot of like underfunded public schools that have like poor kids that probably might think that they don't have a lot of room for growth in their life, but you know, he's fighting against that, and he's a black man doing it, and he doesn't believe this like victim stereotype.
Ain't nobody gonna stop him.
No.
No one stopped him whenever he was coming up through college. Ain't nobody gonna stop him now, especially not a white guy.
Because he's a strong man.
There's always hope. You know what I'm saying? We don't give up.
It's about obliterating systemic and institutionalized racism.
You're not obliterating systemic and institutionalized racism because you guys are creating more racism. This has never been about destroying racism. This is all about, I feel like I'm inferior to somebody and I don't like this group. I'm racist, so I'm going to make a show and just talk about how racist I am. That's all. That's what this is.
That's what this is, really.
And this made it through boards at Showtime. This made it up to like the head guy at Showtime. And not once did anybody think, it might be a little racist to put this in.
They didn't even stop and think about it.
Dude, I cannot wait to watch the first episode of this and just see. Just to see.
This is a whole show?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a series.
This is a series. This is a series.
I'm like worried.
You're basically hold on. First of all,
This is a wild place, y'all. It's a wild place. I know Harriet and Frederick be up there just like, what is they gonna do?
Yeah, why are you guys gonna stop killing each other? That's what they're thinking. They're thinking, when are they gonna stop killing each other and start learning that nobody's holding them back except themselves? Because then that's whenever they're gonna grow. That's whenever the black community as a whole will grow and flourish. You already see it, like I said, with people like Ben Carson that don't think that anybody's holding them back. They just did it. They didn't care who told them no. They didn't care who was above them. They didn't care. They just did what they wanted to do. And as soon as they start realizing that nobody's holding them back except themselves, that's whenever they're actually going to flourish. But until then, they're just going to keep killing each other in the streets and keep whining about the white man.
And that's it.
Good Lord.
You're right.
I need to drink more water after that.
Black people like this who are such extremists are obviously in the minority of most black people, I think.
Exactly.
And they need to stop telling people in their community that they need to think like victims. Period.
It's that inferiority complex. As soon as you lose that, that's whenever they're going to start growing. But as long as they have the inferiority complex where they think, I'm always going to be inferior, I'm never going to get ahead, you're never going to get ahead.
And
if you tell yourself you're never going to get ahead, you're never going to get ahead. That's all I got to say.
Yeah. So we are going to wrap up the video today. Thank you so much for joining us. And hopefully we'll have Jake on again soon.
Totally.
Bye.